Hello everyone, my name is Blossom and this video is going to be about therapy. Here's why you should care. Number one, I am a black person, so we all know how mental health, mental illness in the black community is guffawed at. Two, I'm a first-generation American, which means my parents are immigrants, and we all know how immigrants feel about mental illnesses. They're demonic. Which brings me to my next point, number three, I'm a Christian woman. So we all also know how Christians feel about illnesses, well, mental illnesses, and that all you need to do, give your life to God, pray it away, fast, pray it away. Number four, time doesn't heal everything. And number five, I have been blessed tremendously, but now the blessing is a bit too big to carry. Basically, I'm getting a lot of opportunities and I'm gonna need some help in order to sustain myself with these opportunities. If you're new to this channel, hi. If you're not new, you would notice that I haven't really been posting like that. And that's mainly because I was doing too much. I'm not even gonna front. I was doing too much. And YouTube is nice, it's fun, it's creative and whatnot, but it is still work. And one of the things that my therapist was talking to me about is, I work too much. I work too much and I need to enjoy the fruits of my labor. So I need to enjoy time by myself on Netflix or Hulu, or take myself out on a date, things like that, because now I have money, I can do those things instead of just working. Why did I start going to therapy? There's a lot of things that made me want to go to therapy. So first and foremost, I'm a digital content marketer. I'm on social media a lot. And while I love social media, I love the creativity of it, I love the opportunities it gives to people like me, I can't turn a blind eye to the toxicity around social media, the facade, and especially when we were almost going to World War III with the civil unrest. I think the George Floyd / Ahmaud Arbery whirlwind that happened earlier this summer, I believe, it really impacted my mental health, because you could not escape it. I mean, you could not escape it. On top of that, I used to work at Staples. My manager said something very ignorant. My manager said that he thought that Robert E. Lee was a great war hero in front of my face and my other black coworker's face. So I had to go. I started looking for a therapist in maybe July, August or something. I know it was during the summertime. So I have health insurance, thankfully, because of my parents, and I just looked around to see what was in network, who was accepting that type of health insurance. I found a place that accepted my insurance, and what they did was they gave me a screening, a mental health screening, to just see how I was, before I went to see the therapist. So I completed the screening, which was just questions like, have you ever had suicidal thoughts? After I took a screening, they scheduled me for an appointment, and I wanted to make sure I got a black female therapist, okay? So I first spoke with them in, I guess, August or something, and then I made an appointment for September. So during that time, when it was September and time for my appointment, I called them and I'm doing another screening. I'm like, okay. So I just went ahead and answered the questions until maybe like halfway through. I said, I've already kind of done this already. I don't know if I have to do it again because it's a new month or whatever, or before, I don't know. I thought I was going to, talk to my counselor that day. They just continued to ask. They was like, that's strange. They continued to ask the questions, but I answered them. And then they said that I couldn't schedule an appointment with a therapist. So the same thing's happening. So I told them, that's what y'all said last time. I've already done this. What she did is she went into my personal information, like she went into my history, and she saw that I had already done this screening. She's like, oh, that's peculiar. I see your name right here. I'm pretty sure I made this appointment during August. So the fact that I had to wait a whole nother month to basically do the same thing again, that's bonkers. That's really bonkers. Yeah, this is very strange. If I was suicidal, I'd be dead by now. Even if if you don't feel like you need a therapist, just go ahead and look for one in network or out of network if you can afford it. Book them, because therapists are booked out all the time. There's not that many of them, and there's a lot of people that need them. They're not gonna have that availability. So just go ahead and book. Find someone that you think you will like, build that relationship with them, book an appointment with them, and then when that time comes, maybe in a month or two, when you finally get to see your therapist, continue to make follow-up appointments immediately now that you're on their radar. Okay, because this wait time is ridiculous. I believe my first therapy appointment was in September, shortly after that second screening / waste of time. Do I feel any different now that I have a therapist? Do I feel like a brand new person? I would say gradually, slowly but surely, but it's not an overnight thing. Obviously, I didn't expect to, be 100% a brand new individual. So the benefit of therapy, at least for me, is my therapist tells me problems in my life that I kind of already know that I have, but instead of just, waiting for time to heal it or hoping that it'll get better just because, what we do is we think of actionable steps to combat those problems or deal with those problems in a healthy way. I guess it would be like, I already see that there is a thunderstorm happening outside and I need to go outside. The therapist would be the umbrella, okay? They would be the umbrella, because yeah, we know it's raining, but we got to get you through this storm, and this is how we're gonna do it. I think it's important to go to therapy to talk about, past relationships that I wouldn't say failed, but they didn't see the light of day at the end of the tunnel. And I think if you're dating, it is important to find a therapist or to talk to a therapist about your relationship problems, because at least for me, I didn't have, my friend groups, a lot of them are single. So they don't have experience on dating, or they do, but they ain't got the references, you feel me? They ain't got the experience. So I'd rather just go to someone that is trained in giving advice or helping you find the answers to your relationship issues. In short, your boyfriend is not your therapist, okay? Your girlfriend is not your therapist. Go to therapy now so that you don't need therapy later. I hope you all are taking care of yourselves, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.